Tell them not to figure it out. Just tell them the sun goddess wants them to believe it. This is her family. Her family of warrior gods. All one sacred family created to rule the whole world. Created to rule the whole world. Make him bow. Make him say it. Make her bow. Make her say it. Make them bow. Make them say it. Everybody bow. Everybody say it. Created to rule the whole world. When they've bowed enough, when they've said it enough, when they've heard it enough, they'll begin to believe it. Tell it to the school kids. Tell it to the bank clerks. Tell it to the farmers. Then start to drill the school kids. Drill the bank clerks. Drill the farmers. Tell them that they too are like the ancient samurai. Warriors of today, they will be the gods of tomorrow. And the Japanese brain bought a big bill of goods. It bought just exactly what the warlords wanted. Modern ideas and ancient ideas, both at the self-same time. Fanatically convinced that the Japanese family was especially created for one single purpose: to crush, to conquer, and to rule like gods over all the other people of the earth. And they tried it. We had miles of it. We had years of it. Dirty, stinking, heartbreaking years of it. All because of one idea that was sold to the Japanese brain. That same brain today remains the problem. Our problem. It will cost us time. It will cost us patience. But we are determined that this fact will finally sink in. This is Japan's last war. And we are starting to prove that point by completely destroying their power to make war. There'll be no more Japanese war factories. There'll be no more Japanese warlords. No more Japanese warships. No more Japanese warplanes. But that is the easiest part of our job. Getting rid of their war machine is one thing, but it'll take a lot longer to get rid of their idea. This idea has been hammered into these people's heads. The United States Army can't hammer it out. They and only they can do that for themselves. They and only they can think their way out of this stuff. Our job is to see that they do it. Our job is to watch them while they do it, to watch them for tricks, and to slap down any who try to pull tricks. But the honest ones, the sincere ones, the ones who really want to make sense, are being given every opportunity they need.
At the same time, these people, these honest ones, are looking to us to help them prove that our idea is better than the Japanese idea. These people are going to judge America and all Americans by us. That means we've got another job to do. That job is to be ourselves. By being ourselves, we can prove that what we like to call the American way, or democracy, or just plain old golden rule common sense, is a pretty good way to live. We can prove that most Americans don't believe in pushing people around, even when we happen to be on top. We can prove that most Americans do believe in a fair break for everybody, regardless of race or creed or color. We can show that most Americans believe that religion is a matter of a man's own conscience and not something to be used for a political shakedown or to make trouble or to start wars. And by being ourselves, we can show them that though we're normally an easygoing people, a people who like a good time as well as the next man, maybe even a little more than the next man, just the same, we know what the score is. Because we do.
We're kicking out the criminals who spike their religion with propaganda. The big shots will never again boss Japanese thinking through Shinto. We're telling these people they're free now. Free of the jailers who threw their honest thinkers in prison. Free of the thought police who kept them from learning the truth. Now, if they want to read the truth at last is here for them to read. Now, if they want to speak the truth, there'll be no one around to stop them. Now, if they want to hear the truth, there'll be plenty of truth to hear. When they've read enough truth, when they've heard enough truth, when they've had enough first-hand experience with the truth, they'll be able to lead their own lives. Let them think for themselves, talk for themselves, and educate themselves. Let them start to solve their own problems. This is what their old leaders brought them. Let them develop and follow new leaders. Let them set up whatever form of government they choose, provided it's a form of government that we know will work for peace. We're sticking around until they've shown us, convinced us, that they've got themselves under control. We're sticking around because we take no more chances. We took our big chance with the Japanese. We took a chance that the waters of an ocean would protect us. We bet that 6,000 miles of ocean could hold back a dangerous idea. We lost that bet. That bet has been paid by almost every family in America today. That bet has been paid by Springfield, Massachusetts, Montgomery, Alabama, Westfield, Middletown, Dallas, Nashville, Tennessee. Remember, that ocean is no protection. Remember why we are here. We're here to make it clear to the Japanese that we are not the kind of people who forget such things overnight. We're here to make it clear to the Japanese brain that we've had enough of this bloody, barbaric business to last us from here on in. We're here to make it clear to the Japanese that their time has now come to make sense. Modern, civilized sense. That is our job in Japan.